Hi Sivan, greetings from Shillong. As you can see, there's the beautiful Omyam Lake behind me with an amazing backdrop. Thank you so much for hosting our celebration today to honor young people on the United Nations International Youth Day 2020. So as you ask me what happened 20 years ago, well, back on August 12th, 2000, the United Nations Youth Unit gave me the World Youth Award for implementing the World Youth Program of Action for the year 2000 and beyond. Something I had been working in India 10 years before that, implementing the United Nations program at the national level through the Indian Parliament in all states, with the help of the Indian Federation of United Nations Association and the Speaker of the Parliament then. Now, 20 years later, we've achieved a lot. For example, back in 2000, we started the Global Youth Action Network in New York and mobilized 5 million young people in 175 countries, taking action through Global Youth Service Day, mobilizing projects to support their communities around the world. Then later, 5 years later, we created the Youth Employment Summit campaign to support young entrepreneurs in 50 developing countries, financing them on their projects that are creating green, sustainable jobs for young people in their communities. Then when I reached London, I started Worldview Impact about 10 years ago, and we've been restoring mangrove ecosystems in Myanmar with local partners there. And so far, we have planted 9.5 million trees in the Delta region of Myanmar. And our goal is to plant 1 billion mangrove trees right across the Bay of Bengal region and other Asian countries that are fighting the good fight of climate change. Next, about 5 years ago, I started Eco-Friend World, and now we are restoring mountain ecosystems here in northeast India to prevent floodwater runoff and start rainwater retention in the highlands. As you know, we have heavy monsoons in this part of northeast India, and as you may have seen in the news, the northeast of India has been impacted by heavy flooding. 3 million people have been displaced. About 300 people have died across northeast India, Nepal and Bangladesh, and more than 100 wild animals have drowned in different national parks in Assam. So my call to action to young people out there who are listening is to support innovative projects like the one supported by the United Nations to restore the ecosystem through nature-based solutions, and with local actors here in northeast India like the Impulse NGO network and the Impulse social enterprises led by my good friend Hasina Karbi, who's doing a fundraising campaign to raise money for women who have been rescued from being trafficked from this part of the world, and now these women need your support. Then there are other projects like my friend who's stuck in Bali for the past 5 months from COVID-19. She is trying to start up a new project to remove the plastic waste from the oceans and create new footwear and costumes and clothes and swimwear from recyclable plastic waste that is in the ocean. That's pretty amazing. And there are many other innovative projects like providing clean tech and clean energy and water purification systems led by my friend Ashley, who's based in Chicago but working with women across Africa, Latin America, and up here in Nepal in the highlands. So this is a story of young people making a difference, and as we celebrate the UN, and this year's theme is focused on youth engagement for global action. So it's your future, young people, and there are 3.5 billion of you on the planet who are under the age of 24. That is the official definition of youth as per the United Nations, young people under 24. And of course, we need to also work with children as per UN definition, those little guys under 12. So a collaboration needs to be created between youth and children, and also older people like us, young professionals who are going to guide you, mentor you, advise you in various projects that are addressing climate change and the United Nations global goals or the Sustainable Development Goals. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for joining us today as we celebrate this auspicious day with all of you around the world. Signing off from Shillong, Meghalaya. Thank you very much.